Well, it is Thursday night. I pick up Big Fred. There's Big Fred right over there. We got John Collins from Prince Edward Island here also, a client of ours. We're going to meet Daniel and his wife. Curtis is coming. We're going to have a bite to eat tonight. Now, as I said, I would love to be able to stay for the weekend. Unfortunately, I cannot. I may have to head back tonight or tomorrow morning, one or the other. I'm not sure yet. This afternoon, we only looks like money. He got roughed up a little bit. You know, Tyler was very aware of what happened, and it was kind of on me and it was kind of on him. When you're leaving from post 8, they're not going to give Tyler any holes. Nobody's going to help him over there. There's not going to be any life rafts sent out for Tyler if he gets parked. And, you know, quite frankly, it was Greg that said, you know, in that particular instance, Ronnie Wren didn't have a drive in the race. And it has nothing to do with Tyler. I think Tyler is a good kid. I think he's got a good set of hands. I think he's got a bright future in this game. Problem is the politics of racing. You know, when a 71 shots on the front and there's like a 3 or 4 to 1 shot on the outside, more times than not that 3 or 4 to 1 shot makes his way to the lead. But it just wasn't going to happen today, and that's the game. It's the way it is. So that's on me a little bit, a bit of a scheduling mistake on my part. You know, I wouldn't hesitate to use Tyler again, and I do on many occasions. One, as I said, he's a good kid, and two, he's got a good set of hands. But in this particular instance, I believe that park job is probably on me as much as Tyler, because I probably should have just went ahead and listed Ronnie and be done with it. He would have been on front, no problem with the horse. So my apologies, 1 to Tyler, 2 to my partners on Looks Like Money. As I said, I think it could have been handled a little better on my part, so my apologies. Now, just to reiterate, I had a number of people message me today and say, Anthony, who's the new horses on the site? So I did do a video on, I guess if they didn't watch the video of who the horses were, they're not going to be watching this one either. So there's no point in explaining it to them in this platform. But obviously, the horses we bought today were horses that are going to be racing next week. In fact, 2 of them were entered immediately after the purchase of them, and they're already in to go. Tuesday, we have the horse from yesterday's purchase, Real Help, is in to go on Tuesday, as is Legal Scholar in to go on Tuesday. Both of them are in that non-winners of 2 series. That is starting, the Colts and Geldings Trot is starting Tuesday. The fillies are on Wednesday, and Tally the Tab will most definitely be in there also. So all 3 horses fit that series. We have the other horse that we purchased this week, Sparkling Volo, will be in to qualify on Tuesday at the Meadows. I got another busy day on my plate, I guess, on Tuesday. Now, I did want to I meant to tell you, I had one of your partners the other day in the car with me, Russell Clarkson, also a New York Yankees fan. Got a ride all the way, gave me a ride picked me up at the Dulles Airport in Washington and drove me to Virginia to race, and we talked a lot on the way down, and I told him that my father, sadly enough, was also a New York Yankees fan, and also, probably much like Russell, predicted the Yankees would beat the Blue Jays.
No,
and maybe
I didn't predict that. No way.
No. I have the text.
I didn't like the Yankees.
John, I have the text.
All right,
I have the text. In fact, I initiated the conversation by saying, good little team, just not deep enough for the Jays this year. To which you told me, I guess we'll see, and went on to tell me why I was wrong.
And put it this way. You're talking to somebody that played on the Canadian National Junior Baseball
but you didn't
team
play for the Yankees this year.
In 1965.
But
you're going to tell me I went up to Ontario and played on the OBA Senior Championship team in 1969 at William Hayes.
Whoa.
And you're going to tell me about baseball.
Yes.
Have a nice day, my friend.
100% I am. The Yankees lose. You didn't see that? Yankee lose. You didn't see that?
I say,
and then again, double down with the Seattle. You'll see what kind of about a bullpen looks like now with the Mariners. And they almost got it done.
Well, your man almost gave it away and that a 3-1 lead and took in.
No. The pitch was hit. The kid missed with the one person he shouldn't have. The dumper hit that was a fair strike. Inside, you just shouldn't have given him heat on the inside. That's all right. We had our old cripple, old Georgie, coming up next.
Don't have to worry about this series.
4-3. Listen, I've heard it before. I told you.
No.
Rather than tell me about baseball, you should stick to fortune cookies. Put the little fortune cookies in at at the Canton Cafe.
They're gonna
Just see
have
if
to.
just
You
see
know
if
what?
they need any.
There'll be
any
3
further.
shutouts in the 4 games for the
I know.
Dodgers.
Whoa!
3
You
shutouts.
savage is one. Who's the other ones?
Who?
You know. 1, 2, Trey. You know exactly who. You know exactly
There'll
who.
be 3. They're out in 4
Listen,
straight.
just
All
like I
right.
said to John. The 2 best teams in baseball will be playing for the World Series.
Don't
this year.
talk so.
The
Absolutely
2
foolish.
best teams in
If
baseball.
Toronto played in the American and the
Oh,
National League,
give me
they'd
a
be,
break.
They wouldn't be in the playoffs.
Oh
But
yeah,
anyway,
I know.
that's
It's
okay.
terrible.
Yeah,
But if where would the Yankees play? What are you going to let them play in
they're
the
not
Women's
good either.
League?
Well, they gave
Where do you wanna
away.
play?
They gave away Isaiah Kiner-Kalepa. Now, why would New York?
First off,
Yankees-
I'm gonna skip over that you butchered his name.
Kiner-Kalepa.
Kiner Kalepa. Do you want to buy a couple of L's and consonants? Kiner Falefa. IKF.
Yeah, okay. Kalepa.
Yeah. They gave him away, yeah. They got him back, didn't
yeah.
they?
No, they
Got him away for nothing. Who are you talking about? The Yankees? Because they gave him away.
The Yankees were piss poor all year.
Whoa, this is a PG
All year
video.
in
We
the
don't
middle of
need to
the
hear you
diamond,
swearing on
in the
here.
middle of the diamond.
Hold
piss
on.
poor.
First off,
And
Isaiah
let him
Kiner
go.
Falefa
Yes.
was dumped by your team
Yeah,
first.
that's right.
That's where we
That's
got
right.
him.
Watch.
Then
Don't
we
let it
traded
go.
him away
Oh,
and got him back for less.
Yeah.
It worked out great.
Yeah.
Worked out wonderful.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. How did Anthony
How did what?
Santander do? That was a good deal.
Santander was hurt.
Yeah, he only cost
When he was
$80
playing,
million. Where's
yeah,
he
but
at
that
now?
happens.
Picking Doc.
Listen,
Dockies
I
out
bought
there.
horses that got hurt before that we
Yeah.
paid a lot for. It happens. Santander was a legitimately good player
Yeah.
that was not healthy the whole year. Unfortunately, he wasn't. When he was in the lineup, he was a scary player.
No.
He just was never healthy.
Anthony, 4 games straight for the
What?
Dodgers. And
Dad,
3 of them will be
come on
shutouts.
with the silly
And
talk.
then you'll have to
4
get a new
games
tape
of the
and a
Dodgers.
new show. All right.
No,
We'll wait and
4
see.
games of
Wait and
Dodgers.
see.
You said that about the Yankees too.
No, I didn't.
And then you
Not
said it
the
about
Yankees.
Seattle. You were incorrect.
Anthony,
But you know what? It takes a big man to say when he was wrong. Okay, apparently you
Let me
haven't
tell
reached that
something. You know
stature
what,
yet.
Anthony? I was down in
Apparently you
Yankee
haven't
Stadium.
reached that
I was
stature
down in
yet.
Yankee
What
Stadium
you should
before
do
you
is
were
say,
born.
you know what, Anthony? You're right. You're right. I was wrong. The Yankees lose.
Not fine.
I was wrong. You should say, you were correct. You know what? That happens in sports.
All right. Okay.
I'm still waiting. You can email me later,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, we're on our way to eat. We have nothing else racing tonight. 3 horses still have shares left. Now, I will tell you this right now. The shares, obviously, for Real Help and Legal Scholar will be locked in the morning. They have to be. The horses are in to go. You know that. So, whatever's left is mine until at least Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I will tell you right now, they are drawing tomorrow. We got a dance club back there. We're drawing tomorrow for Tally the Tab. Now, just to reiterate, because I don't want anybody saying they were left out, right? Tally the Tab currently right now resides with 108,000 made life and 16 lifetime wins. She is racing in the non-winners of 2 series on Wednesday. Now, you take from that whatever you want. I'm just letting everybody know moving in. Now, when it comes to the other 2, I don't know a whole lot. All I know is that Legal Scholar was a $300,000 Walner Colt that won his last start, 57 in Philadelphia. I know that for sure. And the only reason he's in the non-winners of 2 series is because his last win, fell after the cutoff deadline for the non-winners of 2 series. That's why he's in. And as far as Real Help is concerned, there's the horse's last 5-6 starts have been 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Took 2 lifetime marks in his last 6 starts. And I've talked to the trainer. They were pretty sure the horse would get around a half, no problem whatsoever. You never really know. You know, when it comes to Legal Scholar, you don't know if he'll get around a half. I don't think he's ever raced on a half or even trained on a half. When it comes to a horse in Indiana, same thing. I don't know what track they train at in Indiana, but he races on a 7/8. Now, Tally the Tab, I can assure you she can get around Northfield. She's raced in every bull ring in Pennsylvania and the fairs all summer long, so there won't be any problems with Tally the Tab. I spoke to Todd Shadle. What a nice man he is. You know, I race against him a lot, but I never get to chat with a lot of the people all the time. You see them, hey, how you doing? Talk to them a little bit on the track. But I got to talk to him for about 5 or 10 minutes today. Really nice man. Let me know everything I needed to know about Tally the Tab, how much he liked her, and he thought that she was in a real good place going Northfield for the non-winners of 2, which kind of goes without saying. This affiliate raced in the Simpson her last start. Now, she didn't do any good, and she was a long shot. But there is a lot of ground between the non-winners of 2 series in Northfield Park and the John Simpson. I can assure you of that. So, with that, I'm going to let you go. We're not done yet. There's a couple more horses over the next 2 or 3 days that we're looking at. I told everybody I wanted to solidify our base as we head into the winter. There are a couple of heavy hitters for sale in Harrisburg, and there likely will be some between now and then. So by the time we're done Harrisburg, there may not be a need for me to fly out to the East Coast and buy horses. We may have virtually everything we want for now anyway, before Harrisburg's over. So with that, I am going to let you go. I think it's very important to mention that the Yankee lose. For Fred and for Russell and for everybody else out there, there's always next year.
Johnny's a Blue Jay fan.
How couldn't he be? It's God's team.